One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run. Devontae Freeman. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
You better be afraid of me. Check 9, check 9. 49's the mic.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. And going deep for Hill. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go. Check 52 complete. Let's go. Deep, tighten up.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he can't get away. Gurley couldn't escape it, and that's going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
We got this.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
49, 57. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Devontae Freeman. with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
52's the mic, boys, 52.
On third down, Bridgewater. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Now Gurley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a give to Freeman running right. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing is Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the whip.
Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the Chargers punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be a third and about 13. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll make it third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 yards. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On first down, it's Gurley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down, Bridgewater. He's got it to Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Draw play, it's Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Let's get it. Where's 52?
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
52 right here. Silver.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another carry now for Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On the stop, Breeland Speaks.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. They take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Chiefs 33, Chargers nothing.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Now it's Freeman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
52's to Mike.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw, Bridgewater. It's complete to Williams. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Here's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. A big run there by Freeman, and even 70 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tannehill on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Hey, let's get this, get this.
Today's final score, Chiefs 36, Chargers nothing.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, I How could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use a can't treat you like my ace.